Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin Diapers, New Bright Laundry Detergent, Allegra Pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
In recognition of our nation's independence, we're celebrating the journey to 50 with an exclusive car insurance offer. If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
All right, and of course, we'd like to say hello and welcome to everyone currently tuned in on to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you, live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. We've got it all. We're talking about the sand, the sea, the sun, beautiful things, beautiful people. So many things to do, so many people to see and meet. Of course, if you're out there, you're looking at us from whatever part of the world you are, just know that Grenada is the perfect place for vacationing or for living. You know what I mean? Welcome to the first-time viewers. For whatever reason that you're here, you're in the right place at the right time. And of course, to the usual suspects, we have people who are always on the program. We are saying hello to you, and as well, welcome to another Mikey Live program. Folks, let's get straight into the business. We are about to see a lot of road work happening in Grenada. According to Grenada's Prime Minister, some road in areas that's been high traffic and it's been a bother because the road not good. Prime Minister said they go work on the business. We're going to be talking to you about that in a moment. Several homes destroyed by fire today. It was a crazy fire in St. Patrick. And of course, so many people are displaced as we speak. It is not a good thing when people lose their homes. They lose everything that they've earned for all their lives. Yeah, probably except the money in the bank. You know, it was crazy today. crazy in Chantimel once word started to go around. So we are going to be talking about that as well. What else do we have to tell you about, boy? We've got quite a few things to tell you about. Yeah, we did not have a program yesterday. We were traveling. We are back home in the land of the beautiful, and it feels good. And of course, one or two things that we were supposed to tell you yesterday, we'll be able to share that with you. Since it's not really time sensitive, we'll be able to share that with you. So we have got a couple things to talk to you about on the business. Stay right there, all right? Don't forget the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa, Real Value, IGA, Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors. We also got the Big Insurance on board, all right? The PDA also on board. All the other sponsors, we say thank you for keeping Mikey Live alive. We take a break. When we come back, it could be real news in Olelili Lolo. Remember, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments. Digicel. That lucky person might just be you.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today, Digicel Plus. Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Alrighty, and again, welcome. I would like to say hello to the Barbados team, Carifta team. I see that the islands are starting to come in one by one. Grenada is going to be hosting the games on the weekend, and so yeah, we want to say welcome to those of you who are here for the sake of Carifta. Good luck, you know what I mean? The Grenada national swim team will be represented by a 12-member contingent at the 37th Carifta Swimming Championships, which will be held this year in the Bahamas. Now, the team is set to depart or shows on the 27th, that's tomorrow, God's willing, to participate in the event. Now, it comprises 8 females and 4 males, ranging from the ages, the categories of 11 to 20 years. All right, we've got Nika Otway, we've got Gabrielle Hyson, we've got Sarah Dowden, we've got Tilly Collymore, we've got Zilla Oliver, we've got Christine Gresham, we've got Eliza Rose Benjamin, and Natalie Escobar. All right, now the male swimming team, or the swimmers, you can say, they are Genevieve Benoit, Zachary Gresham, Jacob Collymore, and Giselle Francis. The team will be accompanied by the coach, that's Gosling Escobar, team manager Neil Francis, and the chaperone, that's Nigel Gresham and Ruth Collymore. Hey guys, I see all have like a space in the corner here. You see that space here? That space here will be for Mikey Hutchinson, small man. So make sure that ting. Yeah, I mean, in the next few years, yeah, really that talk. So we are moving on. All right. So yeah, man, all the best, all right, people. Good. So the next thing that we have to tell all about, boy, the incident that had happened at the Radisson. We spoke very little of it because the police were engaged in very intense investigation. And due to the sensitivity and things like that, we allow the police to do their thing. And we have since had an update from the police with regards to that. Nihit Graham, a 22-year-old, all right, behavioral therapist of California, USA. He was charged with manslaughter by unlawful harm for causing the death of Siri, all right, that's Mantina, a 22-year-old student of India, they say. You understand? The incident which resulted in the death of Miss Mantina occurred on March 17, all right, at the Radisson Hotel. Now, Mr. Graham is scheduled to appear at the St. George's Court. Well, actually, he appeared, in court on Monday. And when was it? 25th? Yesterday? When was it? 25th? Right, yesterday. You understand? So, he was granted bail. You understand? Serious offense, but he was granted bail. So anyway, the matter is being investigated. And I made me point the last time where all kind of people walking around want to be journalists and not understanding the nature of the job. So you see. You see for yourself when lead journalists, they do the work because they know what they are doing. You understand? Good. Let me leave that one day. We're going. No, as I was telling you, boy, it was a crazy day today in St. Patrick. Fire. Police say that they are investigating currently the cause of that fire. Destroyed completely 4 houses and partially destroyed another. You understand? The fire services, they had their work cut out for them because it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. It took them some time to get the blaze under control. What exactly caused the fire? Again, it is being investigated by the authorities. But like I said, the police say that it was 4 houses completely destroyed and 1 partially. We were also told by a separate source that about 17 individuals, just about, were affected by this fire in terms of all the homes, So it's intense. I cannot recall the last time we had such a serious fire in that particular area. In fact, it was in the Chantimel area. You understand? It happened in an area as known as the Pig Street, close to the Cocoa Valley, as it was called in Chantimel, So, my heart goes out to all the homeowners, all the individuals affected by this fire. I know that the member for parliament, the minister, went into the area, left parliament, and went to the area immediately, just to get a glimpse as to what was taking place and to have word with some of our family members. I know that these family members will require some degree of support, but that one was a really tough pill to swallow today. People of Chantimel, I feel it for you. All the families, I feel it. It's not easy having to invest in your nice little houses, nice little houses, and then to lose it in this way. And not just the homes, not just the houses, but as well the contents, all of the contents, according to police, in those houses were completely destroyed by the fire. Oh boy.
Jesus Christ, Captain in danger too. Jamal, that's where we're going. Yeah. Nah.
All right, just giving you a glimpse as to what the scene was like today. Now, announcement has been made that constituency funds for elected members of parliament to attend matters surrounding developments of the constituencies they represent are ready. They represent are ready, especially as it concerns addressing like pressing issues, you know, miscellaneous little matters, miscellaneous needs, and so on within the community. So all of the MPs, they will be getting an allowance for those constituency offices. I think it's $10,000. You understand? So yeah, it's not the first time I've heard about it. All right, it's called a special contingent constituency allowance. All right, 10,000 EC dollars. Good. So that should be monthly. Yeah. All fine. Anyway, speaking of the House of Representatives, they approved a resolution for motor vehicle license increase. All right. Yep. The House of Representatives, they have debated and approved a measure whereby motor vehicle license fees will be increased by $50. Now, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell justified his government's argument relating to the marked increase of vehicles and so on the nation's roads, and it's become a little more tedious and expensive to maintain the roads, you know. So this is a measure that was necessary, according to the Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, as announced in the budget presentation by the Honourable Member of Parliament for St. Patrick West and the Minister for Finance, as part of the appropriation debate, we would have indicated, Mr. Speaker, that we would be seeking to come to Parliament to seek the affirmation of Parliament to support the increase of motor vehicle license fees by $50 across all vehicle types. Mr. Speaker, no doubt you would appreciate that Grenada, over the last 20 years, particularly with the onset of used vehicles, and particularly with the fact that vehicles have become cheaper and more accessible worldwide, has had a dramatic increase in the number of motor vehicles of all types across the spectrum on our roadways. Many of our roadways, Mr. Speaker, when originally constructed, were not meant for the volume, the size, nor the capacity of many of the types of vehicles we have on our roadways today. And perhaps from a transportation and infrastructure perspective, if we start with our port of entry or seaport itself was built for bulk break cargo. In modern times, Mr. Speaker, since the Americans invented containerized shipping, the 40-foot and the 20-foot container has become the norm for transporting goods by sea. And these containers and the chassis make their way onto our roadways. And with the significant building development taking place in Grenada, which has occurred over the last several years, the increasing traffic, just in terms of heavy vehicles, the 40 to 20-foot containers, the heavy equipment that support construction, the trucks, the number of buses that are now on the roads, the taxis, the rental vehicles, the private vehicles that are on the road, Mr. Speaker. It's a tremendous amount of vehicles. And to a large extent, Grenada has already begun to experience gridlock in many of the more urbanized parts of the island. And so, Mr. Speaker, the ability to maintain and repair our roads are under severe strain. Mr. Speaker, it's exacerbated by the fact that the government itself has no asphalt or concrete plant. And it has to rely extensively on private suppliers to be able to procure asphalt, to be able to procure a lot of the aggregates, notwithstanding that we have the gravel and concrete, and to develop a system that will assist with ready and on-demand maintenance of our roads.
Right. And so he mentioned a couple areas that will be immediately worked on, one of it being the Cliff Road. All right. Now, it says that, well, there was an initial date for the commencement of work there, but considering the Carifta and Easter weekend, they've decided to delay that a bit, and so work will start immediately following that very hectic weekend. The work is expected to last between 8 to 10 months once it has commenced.
The second major artery that work will commence on shortly, Mr. Speaker, is the Cliff to Woburn Road. In fact, the original intent was to stop vehicle access to that area starting this Monday. But in light of the long Easter weekend that is upon us, Mr. Speaker, as well as the Carifta Games, we've taken the decision to allow access to the road to remain until after the Easter weekend. And we expect that preliminary works for the commencement of major renovation of that piece of road to therefore commence in earnest immediately after the end of the Easter period. Mr. Speaker, I will provide more details at the next sitting of the House of Parliament on this issue.
Thank you very much, sir. So he's saying that there's a lot of work that needs to be done there, the pedestrians and so on. There was an initial draft, but they had to go back to the drawing board because they didn't consider the pedestrians, and as well, it was not catering for two vehicles at the same time, so that had to be adjusted, and so that was done, and work is to begin shortly. Another piece of area the Prime Minister says we can expect work to be done on is, guess what? Dum-dum, 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 dum. Well, I thought it was a policy to not fix True Blue Road. I thought there was some sort of strategy to not fix True Blue Road. But the Prime Minister says not so, and soon work will be done on there in that area. You know, I just go down there every so often, and I'm telling you, that road is jet.
Mr. Speaker, once we are able to procure the asphalt in the quantities that we think we will be able to by working collectively with the Chinese and others who are able to give us alternative supplies of asphalt, there are other roads we would be looking to tackle. The Member of Parliament for the south of the island will be pleased to hear that we intend to tackle the True Blue Main Road. That's a road, Mr. Speaker, since the time of Sir Eric Matthew Geary has been built and to a large extent ignored since then. Not only does the road lead to St. George's University, and I don't need to speak about the significance, economic and symbolic of St. George's University and the hundreds of Grenadians who work at that institution. But, Mr. Speaker, we will tackle the road.
Thank you very much. And here's what. One more piece I have to tell you. One more road story, and then we're closing off, and then we're moving on. I have peace for you. For the people on the western side, I have peace and news for you. Now, the Prime Minister says that his government plans to tackle Guess where? Dum 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 dum. The Mabia Road. You know, that piece of road, it troublesome bad. It troublesome bad. It was walk, creep, crawl, moonwalk. You understand? So over the years, it's been difficult to stabilize. Prime Minister says that they are ready to go head on with that piece of road and have it repaired so that at least the people of St. John, the people who go to St. Mark's and so on would not have the headache of having to go up to Mount Nesbitt, which is a thing that used to happen. It's not happening as much now because the road has been opened, but again, of late, you see that the road has started to deteriorate again, and so you have to proceed there with caution. So they're saying that, you know what, we're fixing that too.
There are many other parts of Grenada which has been neglected and not maintained, and we will tackle them as well. There's an area called Mabuya in St. John. Mr. Speaker, for all of my adult life, this road has been abandoned. Persons going to Gov were made to go through Mount Granby, Mount Nesbitt, exit onto the Douglaston Main Road, and then get to Gov. In recent times, the road was opened, having not been attended to and not been fixed for decades. Mr. Speaker, we will tackle that stretch of the Mabuya Road and have it repaired. So citizens of St. John, St. Mark, and St. Patrick can have the benefit of being able to traverse the road.
Thank you very much, sir. And of course, all right. So yeah, boy, I used to walk up Montgomery, right? Yeah, man used to have to walk up from the bottom down there. That piece of road, when that piece of road, you see one man treasure is another man, one man trash is another man treasure. Yeah, I mean, so when man crossing road break, people from Montgomery like me, so we glad. Because Boston used to go up so. Boston used to go up Montgomery, that. No. But we used to have to walk up that way. And then, you know, you have people like the New Dove. Them old boss and they will feel sorry for us. You know what I mean? And they'll get a throw up on the hill. You know what I mean? New Dove and God sent me, soul rest in peace. You know? Yeah. And Aou. You know what I mean? Yeah. But other than that, nothing so that. But we used to see trouble. Imagine how to walk. Man causing to drive up Montgomery. We used to have to walk that dog. We used to have to walk. Good walking too. You walking down that in the morning time when you're going to school. Yeah, I mean, and then you have to walk up that after school. And some people have to do that after work. You have to walk down that to go when you're going to work. And you have to walk it up. And thank God you had people with little vehicle and things, Mr. Capri and them, Mr. Bess, and them so. Give a little ride and thing. Anyway, let's leave that talk. We move in. Oh, yeah. Oof. So, we had a little dengue, like a little dengue thing. All the iron in the air, and the dengue tried to show his head. But we mashed it up. You know, we did what we had to do. And so we got rid of it. And I know we don't have no real issue with the dengue right now. But let's hope it stays that way. Because there's one territory, there's one country that is having a hard time with the mosquitoes and with the dengue for now. Puerto Rico. They have declared an epidemic following a spike in dengue cases. It's a U.S. territory of about 3.2 million people. You understand? They've reported at least 549 cases so far this year. You understand? So far for the year. And that's compared with a total of 1,293 cases for all of last year. You understand? So, it is cause for concern. And so they decide, you know, let's do this now. So let's hope, you know, they can get that situation under control. One of the things that's breaking the internet today, boy, Diddy. Everybody's a Diddy, rapper. Diddy. his alleged drug mule was arrested at a Miami airport after federal agents raided the singer's Florida and California homes. We understand Brendan Paul is 25 years old. He was arrested on Monday at Opaloka, the airport. They say the feds, they intercepted Diddy's plane. They say he was booked on one count of possession of suspected cocaine and suspected marijuana candy, you know, and things like that. So they say long story short, I cut in, you know, abbreviating, I'm going right on to the end of the story. They say, you know, that Diddy roll, and right now Diddy might be somewhere in Antigua. You understand? They say they traced his private plane's location to the Caribbean island of Antigua. But you know one thing, as I was saying on my wall earlier today, whether it's Diddy or anything, whenever I hear a black man involved in business, you realize how happy we get? You realize how this thing trend? It's almost like we like to see a black man fall. It's like we like to see our color, our skin color in hot water. Because it makes us feel better about ourselves that, you know what, the wrongs that I have done is not as bad as him. So it makes me feel better about myself. I don't know what it is, but, you know, it's just weird. It's a weird thing that I see, and I know that you've seen it too. And I know that some of you might even be guilty about it. That when you see people with a similar hue, like us, in hot water, we feel good about ourselves. It's almost like we have a sense of euphoria or something, like, oh, it's not me, it's him. Yo, you're in here, but a man gets himself in some real hot water, boy. You know what I mean? If I lie, you could say I lie, but I know you know I don't lie. That is the truth. It seems like it's a black people thing. Maybe white people too, I don't know. But it's concerning to me. You understand? It's concerning to me. Well, the man gets himself in trouble anyway. Well, not necessarily him, because at this point I have not heard him, Diddy himself, like I have not heard any, like he was arrested, or police put out a this on him, or, you know, extradition request, or anything like that. I haven't heard anything like that. So let's see. Anyway, let's leave that talk. You understand? We have some more things to tell you about. Some other things are not time sensitive, so we could definitely talk to you about those tomorrow, God's willing. Give me a moment. Let me take a quick break. When we come back for you, we have the national report, and as well, we will have the weather for you. So for those of you who have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the business. Share the news so that other people get an opportunity to see that we are live. We'll be back.
The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment. ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb service. We are Superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
In recognition of our nation's independence, we're celebrating the journey to 50 with an exclusive car insurance offer. If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Anywhere, at any time, and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
See this? This is water. Essential, irreplaceable. An average person uses 35 gallons of water daily, but sometimes we take it for granted. But what if, like during a hurricane, this faucet runs dry? That's why every household needs a water storage system. Imagine 3 days worth of water supply, always ready for emergency. And when you run low, nature's got your back. You can capture rainwater for use. And that's how you use nature's gift in a smart, sustainable way. So when service gets interrupted, you're not. Until our next flash of Nawasa wisdom, know your household needs and store a minimum of 3 days water supply. Stay water wise and see you next time.
This advertisement is in a series showcasing Nawasa's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
This is the GIS Evening Report for Tuesday, March 26, 2024. I am Rikisha St. Louis. In the headlines, the Lower House of Parliament supports measures to remove illegal firearms and ammunition off the streets. We'll have details to this story and more after the break.
Get ready to witness the ultimate showcase of talent, speed, and determination at the 2024 Carifta Games. This prestigious event brings together the best young athletes from across the Caribbean, competing for glory like never before. With the motto, many people, one region, celebrating athletics, Carifta embodies the essence of Caribbean unity through sports, igniting a flame that illuminates the future of sports in the region. Don't miss out on this incredible event taking place at the Karani James Athletic Stadium from Saturday 30th March to Monday 1st April 2024. Get your tickets now at Grenadian Optical or visit gotofed.com and secure your spot to be part of this extraordinary celebration of athleticism.
Welcome back. Forces were joined in the Lower House on Tuesday to support measures to tackle the troubling issue of firearms and ammunition illegally circulating in the country. Reports from the Royal Grenada Police Force show that over 60 firearms were confiscated from 2019 to 2023, with more than 10 already seized for 2024. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell, in presenting the Firearms Amendment Bill 2024, said the intention is to first introduce an amnesty period of 90 days to allow Grenadians with unlawful firearms and ammunition to deliver them to the police and receive protection from prosecution. He said the move is necessary to preserve Grenada's peace, stability, and socio-economic development.
The bill seeks to give the minister that power to make the order. But I will go further to say that the parameters of the order are also, in essence, being controlled. So the order or the amnesty period, it is envisaged, will not go beyond 90 days. A person or individual will be allowed to surrender the firearm or the ammunition anonymously. A person or individual would be permitted, if they so desire, to hand over the firearm or ammunition to their attorney at law. And their attorney at law would be permitted to deliver the firearm and ammunition to the police station. The SRO and O, once enacted, will allow for the Commissioner of Police to designate through the Minister the places where the firearms are to be handed over, who is the authorized or designated police officer that it should be handed over, and the receptacle in which the firearm or the ammunition is to be placed.
Prime Minister Mitchell said it is everyone's responsibility to collaborate and support the RGPF in maintaining law and order. He said a public education campaign will soon be launched.
The onus is on us to do everything that we can to support and encourage the Royal Grenada Police Force in that regard. And therefore, we are seeking to give the Minister the power to have this amnesty so that we can embark upon an aggressive campaign of education, particularly amongst our young men, to discourage them from seeing firearms as something that is sexy, or that's something that is mature, or that's something that makes you feel you're the bigger man, because the outcomes are inevitable and guaranteed. You will either kill somebody, you will kill yourself, you will maim somebody, you will maim yourself, and usually, in the words of Talpri, the grave, the jail, or the hospital.
The representatives who threw their support behind the bill are all optimistic that the amnesty is a step in the right direction.
As it stands, Mr. Speaker, Grenada still is the lowest crime rate in the region and among the lowest in the world. But that undeniable fact does not allow us to sit on our laurels. The report in recent months and in recent weeks of gun incidents in our society is a reason to take stock. It's a real problem that calls for a real solution.
We are a small country. You have violence in Grenada. It's not like you have violence in Grenville and have violence in Town. You have violence in Grenada. Tourists will not come. And worse yet, if we end up getting a travel advisory, well, that's the end of that tourism industry for a bit. So we have to work together.
The attempt to undermine the credibility of the RGPF is a dangerous thing to do. And therefore, all of us have that responsibility, not just to say it is not a partisan issue, but to ensure that we demonstrate through our actions and our words that it is not a partisan issue, and that wherever we can find genuine support, mold, support, empower, enhance the RGPF to do its work, and by extension, the multifaceted approach that is required.
Also, in Tuesday's sitting of the House of Representatives, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell said that the government is set to initiate infrastructural improvements on the Cliff to Woburn Road following the Easter holiday. The deteriorating condition of the road has posed significant concerns for both commuters and residents, prompting the urgent need for improvements. Prime Minister Mitchell said the project's original design, inherited from the previous administration, did not take several key factors into consideration. However, the new design, crafted by Beston Consulting, has undergone significant revisions and incorporates additional specifications to address crucial shortcomings. The planned upgrades to the road are expected to enhance the commuting experience and also contribute to the overall improvement of Grenada's road network. This route serves as a vital link for travelers heading to destinations such as St. George, St. David, and neighboring communities.
Mr. Speaker, if you know that road, in its current state, there are areas where two vehicles cannot pass without one stopping. So there are some parts of the road that are quite narrow, less than 6 meters. And so, Mr. Speaker, we have to go back to the designers, Beston, the consultants, and indicate to them in 2023, 2024, you can't be designing a road where two vehicles can't pass. You can't be designing a road that is in a heavy pedestrian area with houses both at the bottom and the top, and there's no sidewalk. So, Mr. Speaker, we asked the consultants to go back to the drawing board, to widen the road, particularly in areas where it is quite narrow, because we are coming from three main arteries. We are coming from the Springs Main Road, we are coming from the Woodlands Main Road, actually four. We are coming from the Woburn Main Road, we are coming from the Calavini Main Road, we are coming from the Mongelo Main Road. That's actually five. And you're all getting into this narrow bottleneck with hairpin corners, narrow way, cliffs on the side, retaining walls on the bottom. So what the construction will do, Mr. Speaker, is to widen the roads by cutting into the cliffs, straightening the road so that the line of sight is improved, the construction of sidewalks so that our citizens can walk on the pavement without the risk of being run over by these large trucks and trailers that are heading up the East Coast, all the way to St. Patrick and St. David's for hotel and so on development, and to assure that there's improved safety for pedestrians along that area.
The work is expected to conclude in 10 months. Motorists are advised to utilize other routes. However, vehicles traveling from the cliff direction, with the exception of trucks and heavy-duty vehicles, are allowed to enter into Toby Road or the Concrete Road and exit onto Woodlands Main Road. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Mitchell also reported significant progress on the Molyneux Land Slippage Project, with expected completion by the last quarter of 2024 or before, weather permitting. The approximately $12 million project is moving at a good pace and on full scale. He said that he is aware of the challenges faced by those who are now using alternative roads, but he is confident that the project will soon conclude.
The contractor has given a commitment that they will certainly seek to try and accelerate as much as they can the work to see whether or not it is possible to have the road available and open in August or September of this year. The situation continues to pose a challenge for commuters on the West Coast who are required to either go through the bypass road of Monkuma or the Montmoritz Road, both of which are considerably longer, and in the case of the Montmoritz Road, considerably more difficult, given the fact that the width of the road was not meant to accommodate really two-way traffic on any significant numbers. That has affected commuters in particular, and members of the public, who are required to get bus transportation to get to Sauterres, St. John and St. Mark in particular. So, Mr. Speaker, we are quite eager and keen to make sure that the work on this road is completed.
Another major road on the government's agenda for infrastructure development is the True Blue Main Road. The Prime Minister said that given the economic activity, including the School of Medicine, this would be a worthwhile investment. This is the GIS Evening Report. Still to come, residents of Tuesday's fire to be temporarily housed at Villa Housing Project.
Kiriko Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th. Coming together to preserve and showcase our culture is who we are. Friday the 26th, Belmont at the Chapel. Early morning libation, 3 p.m. Saraka, 7 p.m. the official opening ceremony and cultural evening. Saturday from 10 a.m. Hillsborough Square. It's Strings in the City. Then at 8 p.m. we move to the Botanical Gardens for cultural explosion with local and regional performances featuring Touch, the band. Admission $60. Then on Sunday, it's the grand finale, Paradise Beach. From 12 noon, musical entertainment. And from 4 p.m., Paradise Beach Friends, cultural entertainment and live music. Admission $20. Come along to dance the quadrille and big drum on Paradise Beach every Sunday after the launch until the festival ends. Kiriko Maroon and String Band Music Festival 2024, April 26th to the 28th.
Welcome back. Member of Parliament for St. Patrick West, Honorable Joseph Andel, says families affected by the fire that destroyed 5 houses in Shantimel on Tuesday will be temporarily housed at some of the Chinese low-income housing units in the villa. Upon learning of the incident, Parliamentary Representative Andel wasted no time in personally visiting the families to assess the extent of damage and offer his support. The fire engulfed 5 homes in close proximity, affecting 17 individuals and leaving them in dire need of assistance. Honorable Joseph Andel expressed deep sympathy for the families affected by the fire, acknowledging the material losses they have endured. The fire department, along with residents in the area, worked to keep the fire from spreading further. GIS spoke to Honorable Joseph Andel via the telephone.
Tonight, they will be housed with family and friends, but I have contacted the Ministry of Social and Community Development as well as the Housing Authority of Grenada, and we have made provisions for relocating them for initially a period of 3 months at some of the units at the Villa Housing Project just outside Sauters. We will also look into areas of further assistance as they seek to rebuild their homes and their lives going forward.
Minister Andel is urging the public to join hands in aiding the affected families during this trying time.
Currently, they are in urgent need of furniture, appliances, stoves, fridges, things like laptops and tablets, which nowadays are almost a necessity of life, linen, clothing, and whatever else that can be of use. All of that will be greatly welcomed. Some members of the community, together with me, we are planning a major fundraiser in Chantemelle on Saturday. We are hoping to start in the morning with a breakfast where we'll be serving traditional country-style breakfast. And later on in the day, we'll also be having lunch. So we are urging people to stop by and patronize. And even if you can't, to make an in-kind or a cash donation, you may contact the Office of the Parliamentary Representative of St. Patrick West if you wish to make a donation.
Former and current teachers were recognized on Tuesday for their years of service to the education sector at the opening of the 62nd Annual Conference of the Grenada Union of Teachers. It was held at the St. Joseph's Catholic School, St. David, and was attended by Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade, Minister for Education, Senator the Honorable David Andrew, principals, teachers, retirees, and other invited guests. Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade, commended the union on its work throughout the years in fighting for the rights and needs of its beneficiaries.
As you are aware, the struggles for recognition of trade unions in the 1930s was a struggle for social justice, equity, fairness, and voice for peoples who had endured the traumas of slavery and indentureship. The nationalist movement in the Caribbean in the 50s, 60s, and 70s of the last century was driven in large measure by the workers and their organizations. Indeed, in every country in the region, the political party that led the country into independence has had its roots either in a specific trade union or trade union confederation. We need strong unions, not only to protect the interests of their members, but also to contribute to strong societies and to nation building that will be required for the cohesive, resilience, and sustainability of our country.
Education Minister Senator David Andrew thanked educators past and present for helping to mold the minds of many generations. He said they should not underestimate the importance of their job in shaping the country's future.
There's no doubt, it's inescapable, that education, more than anything else, is what's important to transform our country. Because we could have buildings, we could have nice roads, and if the people that we have, if our human resource don't transform, nothing else matters. We could have the nice hospital, but if our people don't transform, nothing else matters. We could have the nice local foods, but if our people don't transform, nothing else matters. So I am convinced we are in a sector that is absolutely pivotal and critical to our nation's development. And that's why I'm happy to be here at your 62nd annual conference, because education is fundamental. It's very critical. And so I want to commend you and thank you for your service over the years and those who are continuing to give service. Because I know teaching, having been there myself, having spent years in the classroom, is not an easy feat. Everybody expects everything of you, as if you're not human too. But I've walked the walk too, so my heart empathizes because I understand what that walk is and can be. But commendations to you, and thank you for doing it, because at the end of the day, our nation becomes stronger because of it, because of you. And so, thank you very, very much.
President General of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, said it was important to acknowledge those who have in the past aided in the development of the profession and praised the Deacon Mitchell administration for honoring its commitment to teachers.
For providing so many benefits to teachers and public officers in such a short space of time, we say thanks. For honoring pension restoration and retroactive payments for teachers and public officers, past, present, and your unwavering commitment for the future. You make us smile again. You restore our dignity, self-worth. For retirement, we say thanks. For the repayment of dock salary, we say thanks. For honoring salary increases for the period 2023 to 2025, without teachers and public officers having to march on the streets, 13%, the highest ever, we say thanks. For placing primary and secondary school principals in a new grade, primary school principals from grade H to grade I, secondary school principals from grade I to grade J, an increase over about $1,000 monthly, the envy of so many, even those at the Ministry of Education. At a time when nobody wanted to be principal, the salary was so low, and that is in addition to the 4% salary increase for 2024. We say thanks. Principals, be reminded, thank the government, support the ministry, but obey the call of your union. It is the duty that fought for this benefit for you.
The feature address was delivered by Mr. Brian Charles, former educator. The conference was held under the theme, Building a Strong Trade Union Movement and Nation Through the Power and Solidarity and Education. That story just ended the GIS Evening Report for today. Let's recap the top story. Lower House of Parliament supports measures to remove illegal firearms and ammunition off the streets. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis.
All right, thank you very much, Rikisha, and the rest of the GIS News team. It is now time for the weather. And of course, it's coming up from the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be mostly fair with a low chance of a few brief showers by early morning. Tonight's minimum temperature a bit warm, 26 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calmer times. Seas slight to moderate with waves just about 5 feet in open waters. Here's a look at the weather for Wednesday. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be mostly fair with occasional partly cloudy spells and light showers in the afternoon. Max temperature 31 degrees Celsius, minimum 25. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calmer times. Seas slight to moderate with waves 5 feet in open waters. Sun is expected to rise just about 6:06 in the morning and set in the afternoon at around 6:18 p.m. That's a weather report for tonight and tomorrow. And before we go, we want to say hello to the folks who are right now on YouTube. Blessings to you, those of you who are chatting and those of you who are not. We've got Catherine, we've got Suzanne, we've got Shireen. Hi Shireen, how is it over there? We've got Laverne, we've got Jennifer, Celine, who's always there as well. Marcus, blessings to you as well, Marcus. And everybody, Glenda, Island Girl, Ethelyn, my mom, and everyone who's usually there. Anne Maria is always there as well, saying hello. Marcel, I see you. Thanks for joining us as well. Blessings to you, okay? And to those of you, hey, Suzanne, I see you. Hey, what's going on? Blessings. And those of you who are on Facebook as well, blessings to you. We've got Monet. How are you doing, Monet? We've got Veronica. We've got Kireen and Java and the sharing committee. Thank you for working so hard every night. Diana, Bernadette, who else? Kathy, Lintona, my mom again, Michelle. Who else? Veronica is there with us as well. Bernie, what's going on? All right, Hamian, Liz, and everybody, blessings to you, okay? God bless you and your family. Take care. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. God's willing, same time, same place. May God bless you. I appreciate every one of you just the same. All right. Thank you for being here with us. We'll see you guys tomorrow, God's willing. Don't forget to share the program. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No. Blessings to everyone. Take care again. See you guys.